Alright, this is Delmeth and Stryphium on the Fractured Halo Pro channel on YouTube.com, and we'll be bringing you the first of our Heroic Cataclysm guides.
Hey, I'm Stryphium. We're going to be bringing you General Husam from the lost city of the Tol'Vir. Let's get started.
Alright, so I'm just going to blow through your mechanics real quick. He has three main things that you really need to worry about. He throws mines everywhere, that's number one. Basically, he'll arm them in 3 seconds, and there'll be around 10 of them. They'll be scattered around the room. Some will be in clusters together. Your melee DPS are really going to have to watch out for that. Also, he can throw them far enough to hit the ranged and the healers, so that'll also be an issue. The tank has to sort of position him out of it for the melee DPS to really be able to keep DPSing while this is going on. So, your tank and DPS have to sort of synchronize that. Also, he'll do a shockwave, which it'll spread out next from him, and you kind of have to stay out of it. And he'll smash the ground, and all the spikes will lift up on the trail. And if you get hit by the spikes, you get hit for a nice 45k chunk of damage, at least like 3 times. It'll really hurt you. And then finally, he does a charge towards people and knocks them back onto the wall and does a large chunk of physical damage. So those are your basic mechanics for him.
Okay, let's get started on the gameplay. We have 2 melee, a range, a shaman healer, and a druid tank. Now, at the beginning of the fight, you'll notice he obviously turns him away from the group, but during the beginning of the fight, like Stelmeth said, mines start popping up. Now, at this point, there's about 4 of them, and he's just meleeing me right now, and then he moves on to Lexonica. Stelmeth, what can you see here that would be wrong?
Well, he shouldn't be meleeing you, for one. That's kind of bad.
Yeah. Now, notice how Lexonica, he's moved him quite a bit. One thing I'm going to have to point out from experience in this fight is a lot of line of sight issues. If the tank puts him, like, obviously between a pillar and the healer, and doesn't get heals within, like, say 5 to 10 seconds, he's probably going to drop, and then you're going to have a massive problem. Now, at this point, you've seen the spikes come out of the ground twice. They do a lot of damage.
See, the great thing about this fight isn't that it has a variety of mechanics per se, it's how they synchronize together, because, I mean, those mines are a really big problem. So, if that happens, and a shockwave happens, or he, I don't know, throws you and you're running back, and he throws mines everywhere and you're trapped in a hole, and, it really synchronizes together to give you a challenging fight, which is, I think, what, fights should do, in my opinion. And I think that's how the Wrath fights really failed.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like, you'd be able to just tank through every boss in Wrath up until, of course, raids. All the 5-mans were easy.
Yeah, which really isn't the point of a heroic. They're meant to be heroic, they're meant to be challenging, and, that's one. I also like how, for obvious mechanics that you should be avoiding, like the shockwave, it really punishes you. Like, it really hurts you a lot, gives you, 45k chunks of damage. That's pretty tough. You see our Death Knight there get 3-shot, and that's, what happens when you get hit by like 5 mines at once.
Right, yeah. See, with a lot of these new first off fights in heroic 5-mans, I'll tell you, they're long enough so that the person that dies will be able to run back. I can't say the same for the second fight of Dungeons, but definitely for that first one on Tol'Vir there, Sentinel was able to drop and still come back to finish off the fight.
Exactly, and I don't know, maybe that'll probably lessen with time as more people gear up and such. But anyway, that was General Husam for the first boss in Lost City of Tol'Vir. He's a pretty challenging fight, but still pretty easy, so I expect people, once they get the hang of him, to just sort of blow through him when they start putting the heroics on farm. So also use the like and dislike button. Like, you don't have to put all likes. By all means, do a lot of dislikes. All I ask is that if you put a dislike on the video, put a comment and comment on what you didn't like, so that we can give you better content in these videos, because this isn't meant for us. This is for you guys, for you to get better guides, better content, and better, entertainment out of this channel.
Thanks for watching, and see you next time on Fractured Halo Productions.